Johanna Luna here with Spotlight Radio. I'm so excited to be chatting with the lead vocalist from Ukes of Hazard, Paris Seymour. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Joanna. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic too. So you're calling all the way from Whitehorse, Yukon. I love Yukon. I was there last year, and I actually got the opportunity to meet you. And I heard your sound when I was checking you out at one of these venues called Epic Pizza, the Dirty Northern, Jarvis Street, Shipyards Park for the Rendezvous Festival. You've been everywhere. Let's talk about how you first started in the music scene.
When I arrived here as a hitchhiker, I almost instantly knew that the music scene here was bumping. I hit up every open mic there was and met everyone instantly, and I knew that this was the place to start my band. The one jam, Ginger Jam, hosted by my boyfriend Marshall, is where I met my bass player and my drummer and my guitarist. So that's Jerome Blanger, Patrick Doherty, and Adam Kripp. And then outside of that, I met my saxophone player at a bar called Patty's Place, which isn't open anymore, unfortunately, but that was a very good venue for local music. And then more recently, I've added keyboard into my band by a player named Ryan Gould, who I also met at the Boiler Room Jam. I've had several people come sit in. My friend Zach occasionally comes and plays acoustic guitar. I have another gentleman named John Lee who recently joined the band as an electric guitarist.
Fabulous.
So the band has definitely grown. Yeah, it's pretty fabulous. We're like a mini orchestra.
That's great, man. That's great. Let's talk about Patrick, man. He's a drummer for the Midnight Sun. How's it working with Patrick?
Patrick, he's a very talented young musician. He's very busy. The kid is asked to drum for a lot of people, and he's talented. He's a very talented drummer, and I was super lucky to get him in my band with Ukes. He initially plays with the Midnight Suns, but we have done a lot of stuff together where we used to play the KK together. So Midnight Suns was open for Ukes of Hazard, but then say the Dirty Northern, back when we used to play every Wednesday, we would open for the Midnight Suns. So they've been really an awesome band to be recognized with besides Ukes of Hazard.
For sure. Paris, when I first got to the scene, when I first got to Yukon in Whitehorse last year in February, I was actually there for Sourdough Rendezvous. I was working at a radio station down there called The Rush 96.1. I was talking to one of the bartenders, and they're like, you have to check out the Midnight Sun. So I'm so happy that you collaborated with Patrick. Let's talk about your writing, how you get inspiration, and where do you get it from?
My writing is really all about, it's very personal, as most musicians' music is. I'm usually talking about my past stories. In my songs you hear about ex-boyfriends, I sing about my mom, I'm singing about life problems and how to fix them, and I just really try and reflect that all in my writing, and it's very awesome when I see people excited about my original songs when they mean so much to me, and I'm sharing part of my heart in a way with each song.
For sure. Recently, actually, you've been described as such a captivating, soulful, and deep voice. How does that make you feel?
I'm very excited, since some of my idols would be, like Amy Winehouse and that kind of thing. Like when people refer to me as that vaudeville kind of deep voice attached to like rock and roll hard singing, it's pretty exciting, because I want to be recognized for my voice at some point, and maybe start a project later on that just involves me singing. But it's exciting to see that every time I go play an open mic, my voice is growing and it's getting stronger, which is exciting because the next album will just be better.
That's fantastic. So let's also talk about your success in the Yukon, girl. You've been featured at WhatsApp Yukon. Let's talk about CBC. That's a big deal for you. How did it feel to be recognized by your community?
Very excited. Actually, also recently we're in the Whitehorse Star too. I got a photo in that. So it's been very cool to get recognized by the locals and just feel that appreciation like I go to an open mic or something after, and everyone's read the article and they've seen the picture, and it's just exciting to get that kind of, hey, I got recognition for something I love to do, and it's just a very good feeling, and it's good to have all the support too.
Yeah.
I mean, our album wouldn't have got completed without all the support we've had from all our fans and the people and the locals.
For sure, for sure. Paris, speaking about your album, Mine to Creep, let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get the inspiration?
All right.
Let's talk about where you got your inspiration from actually making the album, because there's a single there, one of your singles or one of your tracks, Searching for You, Girl. That song is a deep song. Who were you thinking about when you wrote that song?
That's definitely a song about a friend of mine back on Vancouver Island. And, I wrote it when I was hitchhiking, and it's become a very popular song. Like, it's always our first song whenever we do an original set, because it's a good song for my vocals to warm up on, and it's just a very sweet song. And you got your beautiful solos in the beginning, and I love that song altogether. But the rest of the album it's been described as just kind of funky, jazzy, into the feel throughout the whole album. So it's not just soft and sappy because of Searching for You. It goes into happy funk, and it goes into just all different kinds of directions.
For sure, for sure. For more information, where can our listeners find you and get more information on you?
Yeah, you can reach Ukes of Hazard. You can book us for private events now too. Like, we just did our first private party. That went super well. So you can find us on Facebook at the Ukes of Hazard, and then you can find us on REVERBNATION. And those are our two sites of contact right now. But then you can also find us on iTunes and CD Baby.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Paris, for taking the time and sharing this fantastic interview. Thank you.